Are you struggling to find proof of insurance from the Hartford and need it quickly? Well, you're absolutely in the right place. Stay tuned to unravel the easiest and quickest way to secure your insurance proof without any hassle. Look, we've all been there. Your heart starts racing, somebody is standing right in front of you demanding to see your insurance documentation this very second, and you just can't seem to find it anywhere. Whether you're pulled over on the side of a busy highway or sitting in a stuffy office trying to finalize a massive deal, the stress of scrambling for that one single piece of paper or digital file is incredibly real. But don't worry, we're going to fix that right now in this explainer. You see, there are these high-stakes scenarios where having proof of insurance isn't just a polite suggestion, it's literally an absolute requirement. Think about it. Traffic stops, registering your vehicle at the DMV, trying to rent commercial space, signing major B2B contracts, or even securing a loan. Not having these documents handy can lead to massive headaches, lost business, or honestly, even legal penalties. Because at the end of the day, an insurance policy is totally useless in these critical moments if you can't actually prove that you have it. Okay, let's dive into this. Here's our quick roadmap for today. We'll start with the importance of proof, break down the specific types of insurance proof you might need, walk through a super easy step-by-step retrieval process, troubleshoot some common issues, and then finish up with a few expert tips and frequently asked questions. Section 1. The importance of proof and why you always need it handy. So simply paying for an active policy isn't enough. You are legally and contractually required to actually carry and present accurate proof when you're asked. Now, you might be wondering, especially with your car, don't the police already know I have insurance just by scanning my license plate? Well, yes, insurance companies do communicate with the DMV, but here's the catch. Electronic police scanners aren't 100% reliable. Technology fails, dead zones exist. Handing over physical or digital proof verifies you're providing truthful information right on the spot. Plus, many states flat out legally require you to physically produce this proof upon request. And in the business world, providing this documentation is exactly what protects your clients from property damage or personal injury liability before the work even begins. Section 2, Types of Insurance Proof. Knowing exactly what you need. Because showing up with the wrong form? Yeah, that won't help your situation at all. If you're a business owner, this is the one you're going to see all the time, the Accord Certificate. It was developed way back in the 1970s to minimize confusion across the industry. And it's basically a standardized one-page document proving your business has active liability coverage. Before a client or a partner lets you start a job, they will almost always ask for this specific form. Next up is the declaration page, which most people just casually call a deck page. This is a handy summary of your key coverage types, limits, and dates for home or auto policies. Now, it's really important to note that this is not your full exhaustive policy. It definitely doesn't list every single exclusion or nuance. But this page is absolutely perfect for comparing policies when you're shopping around or for showing a mortgage lender that you've got sufficient homeowners insurance. It is absolutely crucial to know the difference between these documents. Your personal auto ID card is exactly what you hand over to an officer during a traffic stop. But that ACOR 25 form we talked about, that is exclusively for proving general liability in business contracts. Handing an ACOR 25 to a police officer isn't going to help with your personal speeding ticket, and giving your personal auto ID to a commercial landlord definitely won't secure your new office lease. You've got to know which one you need. Section 3, the step-by-step retrieval process. This is the fastest way to get your documents. All right, this is the actionable part where we get those documents into your hands right now. The Hartford has built a seriously efficient digital infrastructure for this. It's a seamless 3-step process. Step 1, access My Account via the Hartford's website or their mobile app. Step 2, navigate to your specific policy, or if you're in a massive rush, just click Express Services. And Step 3, download or print your proof of insurance instantly. What's genuinely fantastic here is that Express Services doesn't even require you to log in for quick tasks like downloading a personal auto ID card. You can literally get it in seconds. And honestly, the mobile app is a total lifesaver. You get secure Face ID or Touch ID login, which means no frantic fumbling for passwords when you're already stressed out. You can get a quick snapshot of your policy details, handle your bill pay, and even track claims. But the best feature? It lets you securely stash your digital auto ID card right into your phone's Apple Wallet or Google Wallet. It's literally always right there in your pocket when you need it. Section 4. Common issues and fixes. Let's troubleshoot some roadblocks. Look, sometimes technology just fails, or maybe you need something highly specific. But don't worry, there are solid backup plans. If you run into trouble, here's what you do. No internet access. Please don't panic. Customer service is just a quick phone call away at 877-896-9320 during their operating hours. Forgot your login? We've all done it. Simply hit the Forgot ID or password link on the portal. And what if you're in a situation where a business partner is stubbornly demanding certified paper copies mailed directly from the insurer? You can actually just send a written request with your policy number to their Lexington, Kentucky P.O. box, and they'll handle the whole shebang. Now, we really need to address the elephant in the room. What happens to your proof of insurance if your policy actually lapsed because of non-payment? This is, without a doubt, one of the most severe scenarios a policyholder can face. Here's the harsh reality. A piece of paper or a digital PDF means absolutely nothing if you missed your payments. Proof of insurance is only valid if the underlying policy is in good financial standing. If it lapses, your proof becomes legally void. Presenting it anyway could expose you to massive financial and legal liability, including things like contract breach claims or vendor debarment. In fact, the Hartford is legally obligated to notify your registered certificate holders or mortgagees if your coverage terminates. So yeah, keep those premiums paid. Section 5, Expert Tips and FAQs. Best practices for some peace of mind. Let's pivot to some proactive steps you can take to prevent that stressful last-minute rush entirely. Here are some fantastic pro tips. First, always carry a paper backup in your glove box. Second, sign up for e-delivery so you get instant email notifications rather than waiting around on the mail. Third, do yourself a favor and enroll in autopay so you never have to worry about a lapsed policy rendering your documents void. And finally, remember that while digital proof is totally legal in many states, telling a police officer your phone battery died sounds an awful lot like the dog ate my homework. Trust me, always keep that physical backup just in case. Okay, here's a question we see all the time, especially when it comes to business insurance. Does an ACORD certificate actually guarantee coverage? Short answer, no, it doesn't. The certificate is really just a snapshot in time. It simply summarizes what the policy includes at a high level. It's not the full contractual agreement, and it definitely does not change or guarantee your coverage. The actual policy terms, including all of that highly specific language and those sneaky exclusions, are what determine your true coverage. You should always read the full policy. Just a quick professional heads up before we finish. This explainer is intended to be a helpful educational guide based on the Hartford's resources. But you should always reach out to the Hartford or your insurance agent directly for personal advice regarding your specific coverage needs, or if you're facing any issues outside of the situations we've discussed today. Regularly reviewing your documents with them ensures your information is always up to date and accurate. Which brings us to the real takeaway here. A policy is really only as good as your ability to prove you have it when it matters most. So I'll leave you with this. Are your documents ready for the unexpected? Don't wait for those flashing lights in your rearview mirror or that urgent email from a major client. Take 5 minutes right now to log in, download your documents, and put them in your wallet or your glove box. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and stay prepared out there.